The Airbnb market is much stronger in Cape Town, for example, because you have a lot more tourists. I had that level of experience going into property development. I've had that running a team, running a business, all these moving parts, things going wrong, managing employees, everything that you can imagine. Like I've seen it, I've lived it, I've experienced it.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Fire Podcast, where we share stories and experiences of today's female property investors to inspire and empower investors of tomorrow. My name is Cynthia and I am your host. In today's episode, we are joined by a phenomenal property investor, Kelly. Kelly is a property developer that I have connected with on social media. She is doing an amazing work. Her journey and experiences have been so inspiring. She's also a wife, a mom, and a multiple business owner. Her story has honestly been so inspiring, and I can't wait for you guys to hear everything that she has to share with us today. Let's get into it.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi,
Welcome
Cynthia.
to Fire
Hi.
Podcast. Tell us a little bit about you, Kelly. Who's Kelly? What does Kelly do? And where are you located?
Cool, thanks, Cynthia. So I'm Kelly Mealia. I'm 34 years old. I'm originally from Birmingham, UK, and I'm an entrepreneur. I run and own multiple businesses spanning from property, real estate, hospitality, and also media, specifically working media in the energy space. So I'm between Johannesburg, South Africa, and the UK, and yeah, happy to be on the podcast today.
Wow. Tell us, what are you? So you're a property investor, and I know you do so much more, and you've already kind of touched on it a little bit. Just tell us, how long have you been a property investor, and how did it start for you?
Sure. So became a property investor in 2015, and that was actually in South Africa buying apartments. So they were actually very hands off. They were turnkey investments. There was a management company in place, and they were doing short term rentals. So that was my first experience in property. And then in 2020, just before COVID hit, I was considering what to do with my main residence in the UK. So my husband and I discussed it extensively. I said, oh, look, I think could be an opportunity to sell, use the cash, use the equity to buy an investment property or investment properties. And at the time, I was thinking, okay, I would buy like a 2 or 3 bed terrace somewhere derelict, and then do it up, and then maybe do 2 or 3 projects at the same time. So it took me a while to sell that property. I only went through in April 2022 because of COVID and all the delays. It took a while to sell. And during that time, I'd realized that doing like a BRRR wasn't a good use of my time, and it would be really slow. I started looking at other ways I could invest that cash, and I settled on doing property development at a larger scale. So did a bunch of courses, and I realized, okay, in order to kind of leverage my time more effectively, I need to start looking at bigger projects. So I was working with Tej Talks, who some of you may know. So getting a really good understanding of property analysis. And then I was like, okay, I think commercial to residential conversion is where I want to be. So I spent the second half of 2022 looking for my first deals. I spent literally all summer going up and down the M6 looking for a site that I could buy. I was on the auction sites, I was on Rightmove, and I was determined to get my first property by the end of summer 2022. So in the end, I found a property in Doncaster. I'd never been to Doncaster before that, but I love the site. I love the potential of the site. So I bought a rundown, the worst the worst houses on the street. It was 4 terraced houses, which had been used as a B&B, and I bought it back to back from an auction house. So it's a bit of a complicated transaction. Maybe we could get into it later on. But that's how I ended up into property development. Yeah.
Wow. that's a lot. I feel like you said a lot, and we need to kind of go back and just sort of unpack a few things
Yeah,
that you said. But well done
absolutely.
in doing all of that, and congratulations. I don't know how you managed all of that while living in South Africa as well. Like maybe I should start from there. How did you manage doing all of that while you were living in South Africa?
I mean, look, there's a power of the internet. No matter where you are in the world, you have access to the same sites, your right moves, your, I don't know, Auction House London, Savills, you have access to all of those. So I spent a long time learning how to analyze sites, using a spreadsheet, understanding, how to find comparables, understanding the difference between yields and return on investments, all of the lingo that we get to know, and just really educating myself. I'm still tax resident in the UK, so for me it made more sense to get, look at UK over any other market. And I think even if you're not from the UK, I think it's still very feasible to invest in the UK, invest in property development. And I was realistic in the fact that I was going to need a project manager. I was going to need someone who was local, had more experience than me, experienced builder as well. So I went into it knowing that I was going to need some help. So I think it's feasible if you're patient enough and kind of where the pitfalls or issues may lie. I kind of found out the hard way through experience, but that's not to say like it is it is possible. And obviously, like I'm from the UK, so whenever I was there, or whenever I go to the UK, I'm always on the lookout for sites that I could write letters direct to vendor and things like that. So it's a case of I was committed to the market either way. It was going to happen.
Yeah, wow, that's great. That's great to hear. So let's take you back to 2015. You purchased a few properties in South Africa in 2015. Few questions. What was the end use of those properties, and how easy was it for you, like someone who's from the UK, to purchase a property in South Africa? Like, tell us a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, so they were bought purely as investment properties, and they were marketed as turnkey investments. So the developer had obviously built the apartments, that had a management company in place, and they were sold to investors as fully managed Airbnb short-term rental type of arrangement. And at the beginning, it was very good. The cash flow was nice, monthly cash flow, etc., etc. And I think this is a warning to people who are looking at investing in abroad, looking at kind of turnkey kind of opportunities. I think you have to be very, you have to really interrogate the agent or the developer, whoever's the one kind of presenting the opportunity, because the first management company that was in place was excellent, and we were receiving our money on time, no issues. But then it came to the end of the term for that management company, and they said they were going to change to a different company, and they were very kind of murky, and they didn't really want to communicate who that new company was. So the new company took over. We only found out a few days before, and that's when problems started, in terms of we didn't always get our rent on time, didn't get the rent for all of the properties, for example, and we realized that that management company was not up to scratch, and they weren't managing the properties well. So actually, by the time COVID hit, that completely finished off their business. They owed us a lot of money. We took them to court, but they liquidated the company in the meantime. But I'm saying all that to say that you really have to be prudent in terms of, you'll see, especially like on Instagram ads, you'll see, investment property here, hands-free, hands-off investment here. And it's great when a developer or a management company offers you guaranteed rental, but I think you need to ask, okay, what happens when that contract ends? Because usually you'll sign a contract for 3 years or 5 years. If something were to happen to the company, would you be able to manage it yourself, for example, or do you have the capacity to go and find someone else and be really stringent in them managing? So I think it's a massive lesson. So in the end, by the time COVID hit, our investments laid empty. South Africa had a very hard lockdown, so there was no tourism. There was no one coming into the country, and so the apartments laid empty for maybe like 13 months, 14 months. And then by that
Wow.
time, you've still got bills to pay. You still got like your council tax and your insurance and all the other bills. So it was starting to add up. So in May 2021, I was like, these units need to come back online. So then started running them ourselves, creating a management team that we controlled ourselves in order to run the properties as short-term rentals. And so that's how I got into kind of more the hospitality side of real estate, running that side. But it wasn't, we didn't set out to do that. It was circumstances between the former management company shutting down, COVID, which kind of forced us to create our own structure.
Wow, yeah, wow. Thank you for sharing all of that. Oh my God, like I didn't even expect the I thought when I asked you those questions, I thought it was going to be like like positive experience. I didn't realize you went through all of that. But how amazing is it that you were able to turn that like negative experience that you had towards the end of it into like something positive in the sense of like starting your hospitality business. That's really great. Thank you for sharing that with us. And how is the hospitality business going now? Is it good in South Africa?
It's okay. It's okay. So we found that the Airbnb business is very intense. Especially when you're doing it at scale, between cleaning, laundry, guest management, things like that, noise complaints, etc., etc. So what we're actually moving towards is long-term serviced accommodation as opposed to have the short-term bookings. It brings our costs down, for example. It reduces maintenance because we find that a lot of people come and stay in our units for like a long weekend. They break glasses, they break stuff. But if you're having tenants that are 6 months plus, it's okay. 6 months plus, your maintenance is a lot better. So we're doing kind of all of our apartments are furnished. So we're doing more of that kind of service package, Wi-Fi included. In South Africa, we have power outages. So we've just recently installed inverters, for example. So that adds to the value to the property and what guests want. Cable TV included, for example, cleaning included, to give more of like a exclusive package. So we're moving the business towards that. And so I think especially in South Africa, I've seen it in the UK as well. Like a lot of people are selling courses and like telling you like you're going to become a millionaire by doing Airbnb, right? And I think you have to look at the market. I think in UK, for example, I think the margins are much bigger. You're earning in pounds, for example, and the rand is not as strong. So I think you need to be mindful of that. And I think each market, especially in South Africa, offers different things. I think the Airbnb market is much stronger in Cape Town, for example, because you have a lot more tourists who go. So if you've got an investment there, you're going to have, higher booking values, higher revenues, for example, high occupancy rates. So it just depends. I think, you have to look at what your market wants. And I think in Joburg, where our investments are, we're seeing rental demand to be really strong versus like that tourist short-term booking. So we're kind of changing our strategy to accommodate that.
Which is why you're switching over to like a more longer term, like
longer
rental.
term, medium to longer term, yeah.
Medium to longer term rental. So what are you talking like 3 months, 6 months, a year longer?
6 months, yeah.
Okay,
6
cool.
months to a year, or 6 months to a year. And you find that kind of by offering everything in a package, it's very easy because you don't, everything that's furnished, it's furnished. You've got your furniture, you've got your bedding, you've got all your whatever kitchen utensils. And so it's very easy, especially for someone who's, sent to work by their company, for example, more like a corporate booking, or they're living a more nomadic lifestyle. They can come, literally just plug it in, they're there, and then, they're enjoying their stay.
That's great. So let's bring you back to the UK. So
sure.
You started looking at your how to kind of like expand your portfolio, especially in the UK. And what led you to doing BRRR at first? Why did you choose that strategy? Why didn't you go like the normal route of like just buy to let?
Yeah, I mean, I looked at buy to let. I looked at just buying. I was looking at 2-bedroom apartment. Like I'm from Birmingham. I was looking for 2-bedroom apartments in Birmingham. Okay, cool. You get your £650, £700 a month. And I looked at that, and I even viewed properties and made offers. But then I just didn't think it was a good use of the cash that we had to deploy. So I kept learning, kept researching, and then I was like, okay, maybe BRR is better. I'm creating value through the refurbishment, and I can pull my money out in the refinance. But then I was again, I've made offers, looked at properties, and I realized, like, okay, with the pot of money that I've got, maybe I should do something a little bit bigger, because the time that I'm going to spend to do a refurb is going to be the same amount of time what I thought to do a development.
Yeah.
So I was looking from a return on time type of point of view.
Yeah.
So yeah, as time went by, I was like, okay, instead of me doing 5, 6, 7 refurbs at a time, maybe just pick one project and do that instead.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So your first refurb project was in 2020, and was it in 2020? You said, yeah, it was 2020.
No. So my first refurb was the development site that I've got now,
Oh, the one
which is in
I was gonna say,
Doncaster. Yeah, I bought it.
you had a property that you refurbed and you were trying to sell for 2 years or about
It was our house in the UK.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. So
Okay,
I did do a refurb, but that was like back in 2015 when I bought the property. So
okay,
it wasn't
okay.
it wasn't bought to it wasn't bought as a flip or anything like that. It was bought to live in. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's interesting that you say about, like, time invested, like, like the comparing, like the time invested in the
Mm,
BRR development, because like that's also where I was at some point myself. I was thinking, okay, cool. I want to stop doing, obviously, because I started out with Airbnbs and HMOs and rent to rent, but at some point I
mm,
was like, okay, so I need to invest in something else, and I decided to do like the BRRR strategy, and I was like, oh, do you know what?
mm,
And when I started doing that strategy, I just thought, you know what, I'll be in and out in like 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm done, and I can sell the house, and I can live,
mm,
and I can be living my soft life. But it literally does not happen like that. Like, I literally, my very
mm.
first RR, oh my God, like I had such a nightmare experience with it. Obviously, learned a lot from it, but I'm still right now. It's been a year and 2 months. Yeah, so we're in February. So it's been a year and 2 months plus since we bought that property, renovated it, and all of that within that time, and we still haven't sold it, to the extent that we've just decided,
Wow.
now we're not going to sell it anymore. We're just going to keep it and rent it, because it's just, obviously, with everything going on in the UK right now, this is not the best time to sell, because people
Mm,
are valuing the property, and we're just not
mm.
happy to sell it at the price that is being asked for. So we've decided to keep it. So that's one thing when it comes to property investment, because I feel like people always share the positives. Like, you share all the good things and all the money people
Yeah,
made and all of that, and how much
yeah,
millions and billions you've made, but people don't really
yeah,
share the parts, like the actual
yeah,
hard and the challenges. And yeah, and that's why I'm grateful for like a platform like this, where we can come and discuss the ups and the downs of property
yeah.
investing. Cool. So yeah, basically, you've considered BRRR. You thought, no, it's not worth my time. So you decided to go into property development. So you said you were
Mhm.
back and forth, trying to find a site. How did you end up finding your first site? If you don't mind sharing a little bit about that site with us as well,
Sure.
let us know.
Absolutely. I think, like, let me provide this as additional context. So, I run other businesses, so like my time is scarce. So that's why I ended up going more into property development.
You know
Like,
what?
so
I
my
feel like
main
I just
business,
need to say this. Sorry, Kelly. I feel like I just need to toot your horn a little bit, because you're saying I run other businesses. You're not trying to go into details, but I need to tell people what type of. At least I know one other business that you do. You're into
yeah,
energy, right? You're in
yeah,
the
yeah,
energy
yeah,
space, right? So like, it's absolutely,
correct.
like, I know I follow you on socials and I've seen your journey, and you share a little bit about the energy part of your business, and it's so inspiring to see even like just a woman in that field, because it's not a field that's really like that has a lot of women in, basically, would you say?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, no,
inspiring just
absolutely.
what
So yeah,
yeah, it's
thank you,
inspiring just
Cynthia.
seeing you doing that. So I feel like we need to let people know that you're an energy babe, like you do big
Yeah,
things, and you do a lot of work in Africa as well, which is so inspiring. I love that.
absolutely. Yeah, so with the media business, our bread and butter is events and conferences. So I know how to manage a project. I know big events, and there's lots of moving pieces. So, from having that experience, we've had that business since 2016, and we're doing conferences of 2,000 people, 3,000 people in some of the most logistically challenged places on the continent. So Libya, South Sudan, Angola, Senegal. So, you know I had that level of experience going into property development. I've had that running a team, running a business, all these moving parts, things going wrong, managing employees, everything that you can imagine. Like I've seen it, I've lived it, I've experienced it.
Yeah.
So that's what gave me the confidence to go straight to property development. I think if I was less experienced in business, that would have been my first port of call. I would have built up, but because I've had that length of experience and that kind of depth and breadth, I was like, okay, this makes more sense for me in terms of I've got that business running. I've got about 45, 50 employees. So
Wow.
it's quite a big business. And then, so when it came to property development and understanding that, okay, I want a bigger site, I literally trawled all of the websites looking for my first deal. So anything between, I was looking from Birmingham up to Yorkshire. I was like, I know I want to be Midlands to the north. So everything that was in my price range, I analysed. I went to so many viewings, literally up and down the M6 from Birmingham, looking, going to Wigan, going to where else, Staffordshire way, all of these different places looking for a site. And I actually signed up for a commercial property webinar.
Okay.
That was hosted by a guy called Sam Fongo. And as part of, he specializes in auction sites. And so anyway, so he facilitated this webinar on commercial property. It's super interesting. Like this guy was buying, industrial warehouse parks and things like that, which obviously is another interesting avenue to explore. So I was like, okay. I was looking at that. And anyway, as part of the webinar package, I had a follow-up call with Sam, and he was like, okay, so, this is what I do. What are you doing? I was explaining to him, like, look, I'm looking for my first deal, looking for commercial to residential. And he was like, oh, okay, this is a site that I secured for one of my clients. And he showed me the site in Doncaster. I'm like, okay, yeah, I looked at that. But I thought it was going to go for much higher at auction. So he told me how much he secured it for. And I was like, oh, I thought it was going to go for like way more than that. So I didn't bother bidding on it. So anyway, a couple of weeks passed and he called me one Sunday afternoon. He was like, oh, so that site I showed you, I don't think it's going to complete. I think the guy who's buying it is going to pull out and he's going to lose his deposit. Would you consider buying it back to back from him? But we don't have long because the vendor needs a quick sale. So I was like, okay, I'm going to Yorkshire anyway tomorrow. Let me drive across and see this site. So literally the next day I went to go and see a site. I think it was Wigan. I want to say it was Wigan. And then drove across to Doncaster and viewed the site. It was an absolute state. It'd been empty for maybe 2 to 3 years, used by drug addicts. So there's needles everywhere. They pulled all the copper out of the wiring. They pulled all the lead off the roof. Like, this place was in a state. But I was like, you could see the potential. And it was really, I was like, no, this could be the one. So came back home to Birmingham and I was like, okay, I'm going to go for it. And then I basically had to complete in less than a month. And so between accepting to purchase it and completing, it took just over a month.
You didn't actually do the bidding on at auction. You basically kind of bought it as a flip, kind of from someone else. So
so someone else had secured it. Someone else had secured it pre-auction, but then they were unable to complete and they were going to lose their deposit because they didn't get everything in place with their investors. So I said, okay, now I'm going to buy it. And you know what, like trying to get any property transaction done in August when everyone's on their holidays, like absolute nightmare. Couldn't get surveyors out. Everyone's like, no, don't have slots until September, like fighting, and then you've got your solicitors, then you've got your lender. So managed to get it done, like against all odds. So I think I viewed the site within the time frame. So we had like about a week and a bit extension. So I think I put in the offer beginning of August, like first week of August, and completed 2nd of September. So it was a back-to-back transaction. So obviously there's like now 3 sets of solicitors, actually 4 if you include the lender. So there's like a lot going on. So I bought the site itself, as I said, it's 4 terraced houses. 3 of the terraced houses were used as a B&B, and the 4th house was residential property. And it had planning permission in place to be converted into 11 apartments. So it was going to be 9 2-beds and 2 1-beds. So all of that planning permission was in place. So for me, that was what I was looking for. I didn't want to start experimenting with getting planning for my first my first project / first big project. So for me, that it ticked all the boxes. So yeah, I bought the property on a bridge with the view of getting development financing to build out the project.
What is a bridge?
Yeah, a bridge is exactly what it is. It's a financial product that bridges the time between purchasing and you moving the property into a more long-term financial product, whether that be a development loan or a mortgage. So it allows you to get financing quite quickly in order to complete on a purchase. So typically you need about 35 to 40% of the purchase price, and then your lender, your bridger, will provide you with the rest of the funds to complete on the transaction. So I bought on a 12-month bridge, thinking, okay, that's going to give me enough time to move on to a development loan, which would give me the funds to actually do the refurb and do the rest of the build. So this was probably at the worst time possible. So I bought at September 2022. About 3 weeks later, excuse me, we had the new Chancellor and PM, so Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng, who announced a whole range of changes in terms of, policies, and then interest rates started skyrocketing. Of course, the lender then passes on that increase to you. So the whole market changed. Yeah.
So that's actually crazy. So actually, I've never thought about it like that. So when you've taken out like a loan or a bridging finance to purchase or build a development in this case, if so, the interest rates can change during that time. I thought it would be locked in. It's not locked in.
You think it's locked in, but because they went up so quickly, they were only willing to swallow part of that increase. So it got to a certain point where they were like, we're not willing as a business, it's their business at the end of the day, to take on all of that additional cost. So it got past the point of whatever their buffer is, and they're like, okay, if we swallow that cost, it's going to affect their profits. So I think it was as early as November or December, I get a letter to say, sorry, we're basically passing all of that cost back over to you is part of your bridging agreement, and you've got no choice but to accept. You're like, okay. Which wasn't 12 months, it was actually 9 months. So yeah, so I had to repay by June. So I had that time, September to June, to secure my development financing. And then the other part of that is because the interest rates went up, the appetite from lenders went down. And so I'm a first time developer, and they're like, yeah, we don't want to take the risk and work with you. So because of the environment, because of the high interest rates and the lack of appetite in lending, my pool of lenders, which I thought was, let's say, 10, came all the way down. And it took a really long time for me to secure my lending. I actually only secured it December 2023. So what it resulted in is that I had to pay down my bridge so I can own the site outright. So that was a huge, obviously, cash investment to own the property outright. But that meant that my lending terms became more favorable, because now when you own the site outright, you get a better rate, a better offer in terms of the loan amount, for example, because there's something to loan against and you own that in its entirety. You're not refinancing anymore.
That's right, because I know pre this whole interest rates madness, right? If you own a development site outrightly, you could even get up to 100% of the development costs covered by lenders, right? Would you say that's something that you've experienced as well in your
You can, but that comes up to profitability. So you can get 90 to 100% if there is a 30% plus margin pre-financing. And that's something I only learned afterwards. So I didn't have that profit margin in my deal.
Okay, so sorry. So let me just get this straight. So if there's a 30% plus profit margin after refinancing, right, or before refinancing?
Pre-finance costs, pre-finance, yeah.
Refinancing, okay. Then you can get up to 90% or probably more development
Yeah.
finance. Okay,
Yeah, so that would be a mix of development finance and mezzanine to unlock that, because usually development finance you get about 65%, and then mezzanine finance would unlock that second level of lending. But you would have to have at least 30%, and that's a massive lesson learned, whereby if I'm doing sites going forward, I'm looking for minimum 30%, and which brings the amount of sites in my pipeline way down, because I'm a lot more strict in terms of, okay, what's that margin going to be? Because, going forward, I want to use other people's cash, whether that be a private investor or a bank to finance, what's in my pipeline. So that was yes, you can achieve that. And I think especially if you're a more established developer and you've got that pipeline of projects that you can just plug into those types of lenders, and then it's self-financing. But again, I haven't personally done that, but I hope my next project or the one after that will be able to benefit from that level of lending. So yeah, it took four lender applications in order to get my development loan. So if you're familiar with each lending application, there's an application fee, there's survey fees associated. So it's not free. There's like real cost associated with each application. And, it was a lot of lenders say, we work with first time developers, but then it's like, but we only work in the south and southeast. So we won't do anything up north. You're like, okay. We like the project, but the interest environment, UK's in the recession, we're looking at a smaller pool of projects. We do first time developers, but not right now. We're only doing, so you got all of the reasons, and each time you're spending £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 doing the application, only to be told, oh no, we're not doing it. I had another lender who said, okay.
Can you imagine the cheat? And you don't get refunded?
No, of course not. You don't get refunded. Yeah.
Oh, that is that's actually wrong. But
yeah,
wow, you went through a journey to get to where you are now. So you did say you managed to secure funding, and like that was just a few months ago, last year. You said, right? Wow. So how has that impacted you, or like how has that affected you, or what sort of effect has it had on you in terms of like thinking, okay, cool, you've come from your other businesses trying to get into property investment, went for like you went straight to the top, you went for like the big ones, like property development, and then you've had all this setbacks. How has that shaped your mind or affected you in terms of like your future or your dreams when it comes to property investing?
Yeah, I think, look, the experiences that I've had running my other business in terms of building resilience and being focused on like the long-term result. I mean, nothing in terms of like my business experience, COVID was the toughest experience ever. Like we went to zero revenue overnight because our main business was events and exhibitions. We had payroll to meet every single month, and we literally kept the business afloat by a string for 18 months, literally living month to month, trying to figure out how to earn cash. And we kept all of our employees on. So like that lesson in resilience and like keeping the faith has been instrumental. I'm not going to say like I didn't doubt myself at times with like securing the lending, but I knew fundamentally that this was a good project. I was like, the numbers add up. My first ever survey, I got down valued over £300,000, and I fought with them, and I fought. And in the end, they're like, no, you need to put even more money into the project. I'm like, no, I've already put all my money in. My second valuation, it came at 1.45, which is where my analysis came at. So I was like, I know it's gonna happen. But at one point I was like, do I have to sell the site? do I have to find a creative solution to JV with someone? Will someone come in and provide all of the cash needed, for example, to build out the refurb? Like it got to a point where I was like, I don't know whether this is going to work. And I got introduced to a different broker who had a new set of lenders that I'd never spoken to before. He found me a lender. They were happy with my profile. They were happy with my PM. They were happy with my builder. And that is what kind of changed the game. And I think I'm going to emphasize that point, especially if you're a first-time developer. You really need to have a strong solicitor who's going to watch your back, basically. You really need to have a strong build team. So I've got a project manager / building contractor. And because they had such a good portfolio of projects that they've worked on as builders and investors themselves, that was the credibility that changed it. And they were like, okay, we've seen what these guys have done. They're established in the area. They're local. Literally, their offices are around the corner from the site. And so, if you're a first-time developer, you have to kind of build that confidence, whether it's a private investor or a bank, to say that actually the people that I'm working with know their stuff. And so that was a difference, kind of using their experience and using their CV to demonstrate, it's a good opportunity.
It's really great that you say that. It's great that you say that, because I was just thinking I was going to ask you that, but you've kind of touched on it already. So you have like a competent team of people that you were working with. So for someone who is trying to start like property development and has no idea where to even find doesn't even know what a competent solicitor or PM or building contractor looks like, or what sort of questions they should be asking, can you sort of guide them towards like what should they be looking for when looking for a solicitor to work with in terms of like property development? What type of questions should they be asking their PMs and building contractors? Is there any particular like scheme or like any registration body they should be part of for them to be able to decide, okay, this is someone that can potentially be a good fit for my development?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of solicitor, I think it's important to look at people who have experience in the types of developments that you're doing. So like, you can't just work with any regular conveyancing solicitor if you're going to be doing a transaction that requires a development loan, for example, because not all solicitors have experience dealing with that type. Some might be just do a straightforward mortgage from a high street lender. So you need to look at solicitors who have experience doing different types of transactions. So the solicitor that I found, he was recommended. He's a bit more expensive than probably a lot of solicitors who do similar things, but what I appreciate about him is that he's very thorough and he can do things in a tight schedule. So he demonstrated that when I did the bridging loan in 1 month. A lot of solicitors would be like, no, it's impossible, can only do it in 12 weeks, whereas it got done in like 5 weeks. So and I think you can't, I think what's really important is educating yourself first. So I'm not gonna endorse people, but I'll say like who I've personally worked with and I found value. So I said, I worked with Tej, and he was great in terms of the BRRR method and what he's done in his portfolio. I've worked with a guy called...
What is his full name for people who are interested in...
Tej Singh. I think his handle is at tej.talks. And he's done great work in building his portfolio quite quickly using the BRRR method. I also worked with a guy called David Guest. His handle is Holcomb Properties, and he only does commercial to residential. And I learned so much, and that was a recommendation actually from Tej, like talk to David, and I learned so much. And like both of those individuals, they've got networks that they've used for years in terms of surveyors and solicitors and brokers and tax specialists and things like that. So like working with them, you get to tap into their network and you learn, I can do it like this, I can do it like that. Yeah.
That makes so much sense. Like I'm glad that you even talked about this without even me asking, because next thing I was going to ask is what would you say the important first step would be if someone wanted to get into property development? But I'm guessing it's to just get the right knowledge, right? Like get the training, get the guide, get the coaching, whatever it is that
absolutely. Get the coaching, go and shadow a developer. Like the great thing is now is that people are showing their businesses online. So you see people who are, they're saying, okay, you can come and work with me for 20K, 30K, 50K. I don't know, people are charging all different prices for education. But the fact is, if you are really committed to doing that, you're going to learn so much by working with that person over a 12-month period, going to their sites, sitting in on calls, things like that. And like my perspective with not just property but business, like everything, you can figure everything out. Like whether that's a Google search, reading a book, watching a YouTube episode, talking to somebody who's done it before, talking to a specialist in whatever field it is. Like there's a solution for everything. It's about finding who has that knowledge that you need to unlock. And so, I used to watch so much YouTube in terms of people doing development, and you have the opportunity to watch people and to understand how things go, and understanding the problems that they faced and the mistakes that they made. So educating yourself and continuing that education, I think, is really, really key.
Right. Thank you for sharing all of that. Like, what an inspiring journey you've had. Oh my God. Like, I'm happy to hear that you finally secured your development funding. Sorry, your development funding. So have you then kicked off the development? What are your plans in terms of that? How soon are you looking to start? When are you looking to complete? Have you got like a time frame and all of that?
Yeah, so I got the development loan first week of December, and we were on site first week of Jan. So things have progressed quite quickly. So I've got build team on site. Things are moving. So I'd partially stripped out the property in 2022. So the rest of the strip out is now being completed. We're at first fix electricals, first fix plumbing, and we've even got the plasterer coming in and putting in plasterboards and the acoustic boards and the insulation. So things have moved really, really quickly. I'm very happy with the speed that my build team are working at. I'm actually currently 3 weeks ahead of schedule. So we had estimated 6 to 8 months to get the works done. So we're just a little bit ahead of schedule, as I said. So we're hoping to get everything done by August. So, that's going on in the background, and then you kind of move into, okay, my role as developer, I'm not a builder. So, I've got a dedicated team, an experienced team doing that. Like, what are now my responsibilities? So I'm looking now in terms of what I'm working on. I'm looking at the exit. So I'm starting, I'm starting to look at that process. So
this development, what is your exit strategy for the development?
Yeah, so the exit strategy is to refinance and to retain the units for rental income. So right now, all of the units are on one freehold. So I need to split the leases to create separate lease titles, and that is a process in terms of getting the correct drawings, making sure that all of the utilities are separated and that's clearly shown, and then obviously working with lenders to get those 11 units. So something that I learned in the process is that there's different ways of refinancing a block. You can refinance the whole entire block, but your refinance value is going to be lower. Your end value is going to be lower. So I wanted to maximize my end GDV. So I'm splitting everything. But that then means I need to work with 3-4 lenders, because lenders will only hold maximum of 3, maybe 4 units in a development. So you're then going to want to, so I learned that in the process. So in order to do that, I'm going to be working with, 3 different lenders in order to refinance all of them, obviously, which is 11 times the work, 11 separate applications. Yeah. So.
Okay, so you talked about kind of splitting the freehold into leaseholds. Can you tell us why that's important? Because I've recently had an experience where I bought a flat. When you're buying flats, they're always like, I'd say 90% of the time, flats are usually leaseholds. And I always just think, oh, I don't know about leasehold. And then I went and I saw a flat that was on a freehold. And I was like, yay, finally a flat that's on a freehold. Let me buy it. And then we bought the flat, only to find out now we're trying to refinance it to get mortgage on it. and we can't because it's on a freehold. It needs to be on a leasehold because there's it shares land with other flats.
Mm,
So it's
mm,
now become, I'm like, I didn't know this. I thought it was a good thing buying a freehold flat. So obviously that's not, obviously in that process I've learned that
mm,
actually flats need to be on a leasehold for them to be able to, for you to be able to get finance, especially if you wanted to get a mortgage on it. So can
mm.
you tell us a little bit from your experience why, or why you decided that you have to change it from a freehold to a leasehold to get your refine for it to be refinanced at the end, and like the importance of doing that change?
Yeah, I mean, for like my main motivation is to maximize the NGDV. So the value of 11 separate flats is going to be higher than a block of
Building.
11.
Okay.
Exactly. So for me, I'm purely doing it to maximize the end value so I can refinance as much of cash out at the end.
That makes sense.
So that's my motivation. But again, I do have issues because I've got, the buildings are big. They're 3 stories. You've got your ground, first floor, second floor. I've got a unit which spans 2 properties. So I'm going to have a flying freehold over
Oh,
that one. So that's something that I will be figuring out, with solicitors and the lenders in terms of
mhm.
how that's structured. But it's not straightforward. Like there are people there who are like lease specialists, and that's all they do is lease extensions and all those types of things. Like for me, like as I said, my main motivation was maximizing the GDV, and I know, yes, the site was valued at 1.45, but I know that I can push that valuation a little bit higher by having individual flats and valuing them on an individual basis.
Okay. Okay. Makes so much sense. Well, I hope you get the end value that you hope to
Thank
get,
you.
and you get that. I'm really rooting for you because, to be honest, you inspire me a lot because property development is also something that I'm looking to go into. But I just thought, let me do the BRRs first, please. Let me just get
Yeah.
my experience up there, please. I'm not as brave as Kelly to just dive straight in. So let me do the
Yeah.
little deals and get my experience and like all my learning, because I've done about 3 refurbs now, and I've learned so much. It's actually crazy how much you learn when you're actually on
Absolutely.
job. Insane.
Mm.
So I hope everything goes well with your
Thank you.
development going forward.
Thank
No
you.
more setbacks for you.
Amen.
2024. I can't wait to see the end when you finish. I know you share your journey online as well. Like, you've shared a little bit about your site, and, you give us some updates. So for people who are interested to keep up with your site and, watch your journey, where can they find you? How can they connect with you?
Yeah, so my business is called Ram Property Group. So you can follow me at Ram Property Group on Instagram. That's where I've got a bunch of new content that I've shot on the site coming. So just bear with me. So you'll be seeing the journey from the beginning of this year, more in depth. Me on site, excuse me, me explaining what's going on. But yeah, it's a busy site. I'm really excited and to seeing kind of the end product, everything, refurbed, tenants in, etc. So that's what I'm
Yeah,
excited
excited.
to be showing
Yeah,
later this year. Yeah.
yeah, that's great. So obviously we like to talk, we like to talk numbers on Fire Podcast, Kelly.
Mm.
And if you're not comfortable with sharing anything, you don't have to
No, it's
share it.
fine. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask a few questions around like the financing side of the
Mm.
your development, right? So you
Mm.
purchased the land. How much did you pay for that land in total?
I paid £455,000.
So you paid £455,000 in total for the site, right?
Yeah.
And so in terms of like development and all the expenses, all the costs involved
Mm.
in getting to your end development, what is the current? Do you have like a predicted expense, or like how much it will cost for the
Yeah.
entire development?
Including like all of the failed application fees and everything and the actual development cost, it's going to be closer to 900K.
900K. Okay. And then
Yeah.
you said right now that your end GDV would be, gross development value would be about
Mm.
1.45. Is that what
Mm-hmm.
that's what you're aiming for? That's great. That's great. So
Yeah,
that's
as a minimum. Yeah.
as a minimum, right? So there's potential
Mm-hmm.
for it to be more, especially when you split the. Is this considering the flat split into 11 different flats, or as a whole block? It's a 1.45 based
Yeah, the
on.
1.45 the 1.45 was as it split. But what I've since done is I've gone, and this is actually great. Great kind of knowledge to consider if you do get into development, is what I've tried to do is add additional value to as many flats as possible. So when you've got a site that's already got planning permission, amazing, it's got planning permission to be changed, to change the use. But what you can also do is actually change the floor plan. So like what people do with like, oh, I'm going to do a 1 to 2 bed conversion, you can do that, use that same concept in your development. So these are massive houses. There's plenty of space. So what I've seen is that, oh, I can add en suites to some of the properties. So they've got two bed, 2 bath, for example. The top unit that I referred to earlier, I can actually make that a 3 bed and add a utility and add an extra bathroom, because you're not maximizing the space. So I think it's important, like when you do see a site that's got approved plans, to have someone else look at it, an architect, and say, oh, actually, you can move things around, you can add value. So, for me, the 1.45 is a baseline, because I know I'm adding en suites to 4 of the units, for example. I'm adding another bedroom to one of the units, for example. So I'm looking at pushing that value even higher. There's opportunity as well to add an extra bedroom on 2 of the units through using permitted development. That's not something I'm going to do now, but I know in the future that I can go through that process and add an extra bedroom and perhaps unlock an additional, I don't know, 30k in value by doing the work and creating a bedroom through an extension. So I think it's important to know that, yes, you've got a site with planning permission, but you might be able to expand that depending on the site and the configuration, and add even more value there.
Wow, that makes so much sense. Yeah. Okay, cool. So based on everything you shared, like your figures, like the investment, and also it's actually really a smart move, like what you said, reconfiguring inside a little bit to add more value. We always, as property developers, as a property developer or a property investor, you always have to be thinking, how can I add more value? How can I add more value to this property? That's how you make your money when it comes to property, by adding value, right? So in your case now, so with this development, you've got 455k for the initial site purchase, about 900k for all the costs of development and everything. So, and your expected GDV is about 1.45. So that leaves you about 100k profit.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I'm not doing the site, the development for profit. I'm doing it for income. So like I know all of my cash that I've put in is going to stay in the project. That's fine. The lend I'll refinance, and the lender will pull out all of their cash as well. So I know realistically I'm probably going to get like I'm aiming for like 1.55. So it's going to be a little bit more in there, obviously, to get the refinance out. So it's my first experience. I've learned a lot. Would I do exactly the same before as I did? Probably no, with the same experience. I think it's you need to be really mindful that you don't know what you're going to uncover with the site. So there was a lot of costs that I hadn't anticipated, for example, structural things, and so it became quite clear that, okay, I'm just going to basically break even on the site, which is fine, because at the end of the day, I've got 11 units that are going to be cash flowing. So I'll take it as a massive lesson, but also, okay, now I'm owning these properties forever. And I will be able to get my money out over maybe a 4 or 5 year period, and then use that cash towards future investments. So the numbers, you might say, okay, Kelly, you haven't got a lot of profit in there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a flip. I'm doing it for a hold. So I know I'm going to get my money out eventually. It's just a case of, making sure that they're maximized in terms of rental values, etc.
I'm completely with you on that, because I've had such like a very, very similar experience with what you've just shared now. But mine is even with like a much smaller project. It was just with one house, and that was my very first refurb. Everything that could go wrong went wrong with that property. Like literally everything, from builders running away with my money and just like disappearing in the work, to even the work that they did being poorly done. I had to pay twice for the jobs to be done again, right? And even like we house what's it called, building regulation, to get in building regulation, and then it's just been chaos, to the extent that we've put in so much money into the property right now that it's gone, like there's no point selling it, and that's why we've changed our mind from selling, because initially we wanted to sell, and then right now there's no point selling because we will be lucky to even break even if we sold right now. So we've
But this is the
decided, you know
thing.
what, it's
Yeah.
so it's still a great asset to just keep, rent it out, just get the rental income for now, and maybe in 5-10 years time or a few years later we can reconsider selling it. But I think that's just the thing with like your first deal, right? Your first deal with almost anything really is more like a lesson, like a learning curve for you, because we're not really here to just, make the money and go, because your first deal you're probably not going to make money. You're going to have so much things go wrong, so many things to learn from, but that just gets you prepared for the subsequent deals and makes you a much better investor, I think.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, as you touched on, you need to have multiple exits. It has to work as a flip. It has to work as an investment. It has to work as as a service accommodation, for example. Can it, if you needed to, can you rent it out? So for me, I always knew I was going to hold, and thankfully I had the ability to be like, okay, that cash is going to be locked into that asset for a little while. And I think that's something to raise as well. Like, property is not this quick game. It's a great way to get rich quick. Forget about it. Forget about it. Like, if you,
I feel like property development, or even like when you start, it's just not for the faint-hearted. Like, if you can't handle stress, because a lot of stress comes with it.
forget about it.
No matter what people want to share online and make it look all glamorous and beautiful and easy, the stress that comes with it, like literally, I feel like when I worked on that first reform project that I did, it literally gave me gray hairs because I was so stressed.
Oh,
Everything that could go wrong went wrong, basically. But in
yeah,
the end,
absolutely. Yeah.
but in the end, at least, as long as if you have like a good, I feel like if you got like a good deal, no matter what goes wrong, in the end, you're still going to come out with something great. Like, you can have an asset for life, you can have something that gives you good rent income, or you can have something that you can sell and make your profit back. And that's the good thing about it, I guess. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's a good thing. So go ahead.
Yes, so you shared so much with us. Thank you. I have a few questions that I just want to ask you, and then just like,
Sure.
just to kind of understand your entire journey in general, right? So the first
Yeah.
one is, if you could change one thing about your property investment journey, what would it be and why?
I would have more confidence negotiating. So, for example, I because I was buying back to back, and because I was buying pre-auction, there was a price agreed. Looking back, I think I would have gone back and pushed for a reduced price, because there was a distressed vendor, and there was obviously someone kind of in the middle of the transaction who couldn't complete. So if I could have saved myself maybe 20, 30, 40K by being like, no, actually, I want to buy it for 410 or whatever, 400. And doing that, I think it's also important to not underestimate the amount of work that needs to be done, because originally I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be like 600K, 500K worth of work. And that figure crept up because there's all these other things that I hadn't considered. Like, I didn't know about acoustic regulations, for example. I didn't know about the timber windows, which, because it was a conservation area, for example. So thankfully, like, the timber windows issue has been solved. I can put in UPVC windows, and that saved me about 40K by doing that. But there's lots of things that I hadn't considered because of the scale of the property. I hadn't considered, for example, all of these the cost of utilities, for example. Like, I need to put in utility connections because there's only 4, for example, connections, and I need 11 plus landlord supply for electricity and water. So there's all these things that hadn't considered that went up in the cost. Structural things as well. The amount of steel that I think we put in like 30 or 40 separate pieces of steel beams into the property, because it's an old property. It's over 100 years old. So all of these things you don't know until you get surveyors in and things like that. So that is the risk, especially buying in a short period at auction, where you might not get to do a structural survey. Yeah, because there's no time. But then you're okay, this is what you've got to work with. So
yeah, but in your case, wouldn't it have been easier to just kind of demolish the whole site and start all over again? Is that because it's in
no,
a
it's a
conservation area?
it's conservation, yeah. So there's no way it could have been demolished. And to be honest, like the structure itself is good. Obviously, it's an old building, so it needs a bit of steel. But yeah, to demolish and rebuild was just not an option. Like the street is very, very attractive. It's all Edwardian houses, so it had to be kept. And it's a beautiful site. They're going to make beautiful homes. When they're finished later on in the year. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Interesting to know that. Okay, cool.
yeah.
So, what are your best accomplishments so far when it comes to like your property business in general, like from SA to UK? Which of your projects or what do you look back at in terms of like your journey that you think, wow, like I'm
Mhm.
proud of that.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the project in Doncaster. Like just basically keeping the faith that I would get the financing,
Mm,
and then and the other thing that I wanted to add in terms of the lessons is to work with an established project manager. So I've got a great project manager. His name is Ryan, and I think working with someone like that who is then helping you find builders or find surveyors, finding specialists, and again using their network, that gives you the level of expertise that you need. And obviously, understanding their previous projects and their work, so that they know what they're talking about, because having that mind and having that understanding, because if you're a first time developer or an experienced developer, you're not going to have the depth of knowledge that you need. And so it's understanding very early on that you don't know what you don't know, but I'm going to find someone who knows what they're doing and that can help me make the project more commercial or save me money in certain instances, or understand like the trade-off. So to go back to what I'm most proud of is basically getting through this first part of the journey, with going through the purchase and the lending phases, and actually now being on site. So um, I continue to learn a lot on a daily basis, and I know there's going to be way more that I learn as I go through the refinancing process as well.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. That sounds good. Um, so any tips? Do you have any tips at all for people or even women who are trying to become property investors, get into property development? What tips or advice can you give to them?
I would say that you are probably more capable than you realize in terms of getting into property. Yes, it's generally male dominated, both in property investment and in construction, but that's not to say that there isn't space for you. You should do your research, get a coach, get educated, and jump in. There's lots of people that I come across, like friends and family, who say, "Oh yeah, I would love to do property investing. I would love to do property development." There's no day like today just to start. There's lots of resources out there. Get yourself a good property coach, someone who comes with lots of recommendations. Get yourself working with someone who's done what you want to do, and then get to it. Like, I think a lot of people are scared of starting, but literally, I just set myself a target whereby I'm buying a site no matter what by the end of summer. Made it happen, and then started from there. Like, yes, I've made a ton of mistakes on the way. I've lost money. I haven't done things in the most efficient way. I'm not going to do one of these unicorn deals where, like, yeah, I pulled all my money out, and then I even pulled out more money. Like, I pulled out an extra, I don't know, 20 grand. That's not what my deal looks like. But the things that I've learned on the journey means that for my
Lesson, isn't
next
it?
project, it's going to look completely different. It's going to be structured better. I know who I'm going to use. I've got my team. I know how to analyze this scale of development much better. So I think, women looking at property investing, there's go and educate yourself, or if you just want to invest, you can invest in someone like me who's doing property development. You can get a fixed return on your cash, and then you get that access to that person to be like, okay, can you walk me through your site? Can you walk me through how you get educated? Like, I'm more than happy to do things like that, like kind of earn and learn type of structure. But at the end of the day, like I said, we're in 2024. There's so many resources out there. in for property development. And yeah, it's a case of finding what you want to invest in, finding something that works for you, and the amount of time that you can dedicate to a project, and going from there.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. So you said something that I want to touch on right there, where you said they can invest in someone like you who's already doing property development and stuff. So let's say there was someone who's watching this video, anyone listening to this podcast right now who has X amount of money to invest, and obviously not sure how to start. How much money would they need to be able to invest? In a project, that one of your projects, do you have like a minimum, or how much money can
Yeah,
they actually invest in your project?
absolutely. So I'll be looking for individuals who have at least £50,000 or euros or equivalent to invest, and I'll give you a fixed percentage of return, between 8 and 10% for the project. So I'm actively making
8% per annum, or
so
like,
be linked to the project length. So for example,
okay,
yeah, so for example, I've got an offer out on a project, and it would be about 15 months. So I'd offer you 10% for those
on that
15 for that on that 15-month
project?
period. So per annum that works out to like, I don't know, 8 and a
Yeah,
bit, 7 and a bit, which
yeah,
is, yeah,
yeah.
which
Which is
is
great.
a lot
Really
better than
good.
obviously which you get in the banks. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. Okay, cool. So I was gonna ask you, what are your plans? So once you finish the project in Doncaster, what are your plans? Have you got another project in, like, have you got another project in the pipelines? What are your plans with like property development? What are you gonna do next?
Yeah, so I'm actively analyzing sites and putting offers out. So again, I'm looking for larger sites. So I've got an offer out on a site which is a flip,
Hmm.
which wasn't my initial strategy, but the site is good, the numbers work, and there's a lot of profit to be made. So I've got an offer out. I'm also looking at another site which has a new build element, which would be a student HMO. So I'm looking at bigger projects, but they're still more within that commercial to residential type of vibe.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of direct to vendor letters. So I use software to identify sites, and I always say to my friends and family, if you see a site that could be turned into residential, let me know, like remember where you are, or drop me a pin of where you are, and I'll go
Yes.
on Google Maps and be like, okay, this could be good, and write to the vendor directly. So if you are interested in investing with me, I'm hoping to secure another project this year, and to go from there. Like, my aim with the business is to obviously scale up. But I'm looking to start slowly and surely adding 1 to 2 projects a year. And then hopefully after year 3 of me being active, being able to scale up, create a bigger team where it's not just me. It's I've got team members to help me deliver the projects. Yeah.
That makes sense. Wait, so it's for someone who's thinking of investing with you, how can they get in contact with you directly?
Sure. So you can send me a direct message on Instagram. So my personal page is at Kelly and Mealia. That's Mealia. Or DM at RAM Property Group. That's RAM Property Group. And you can also find me on LinkedIn. I'm active on LinkedIn. Or you can email me at Kelly at ram-property.com.
Perfect. Wow. What a journey you've had, Kelly. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. It's been so inspiring, as always. Anyways, talking to you. I'm
Oh,
pretty
thank
sure our
you.
listeners and viewers would. There's so much value in everything that you shared with us today. I'm so grateful that we got to have this conversation. Just before I let you go, right?
Yeah.
We like to do a little firecracker question with all our guests on this show.
Okay.
So it's just like quick questions I'm gonna ask you. Just give me like quick replies, like 1 or 2, like just 1 or 2 words or a phrase reply
Mm-hmm.
question, right? So are you ready for the firecrackers? Cool.
I'm
Yeah,
ready. Quick sip of water before we go.
no worries. Okay, cool. If you could have dinner with a
Mm.
celebrity or any historical figure, who would it be and why?
I would have dinner with Bob Marley, which obviously is very like on topic because like there's the
There's a
biopic
movie
out.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, but I find it so like my heritage is Jamaican, right? And I find it so fascinating that someone from such a small island has had such a huge, I mean, at the time, political impact, economic
Mhm.
impact, cultural impact. I think he would be extremely interesting to talk to.
Of course, yeah, he's definitely like a legend, isn't he? So yeah, even
Absolutely,
I would love
yeah.
to have a chat with him and understand, how he's been able to do so much, like everything that he's achieved. Okay, so what's the most adventurous thing you've done outside of property?
Um, I've traveled a lot. I when I was after university, I had a graduate offer to go and work for a big four firm in accounting. Turned it down, went traveling. I've traveled and lived abroad, since the age of 22. So that was the most probably the adventurous thing. I spent 18 months in Colombia, learned Spanish, traveled to Argentina, Costa Rica.
Mhm.
So that is probably the most adventurous thing that I've done.
I mean, that's
Yeah, just
a lot
kind
of
of
adventure.
choosing a different path. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. So if you were to write a book about your life, what would the title be?
Um, Probably against the grain, something like that.
Against the Grain. Why?
Yeah.
What does that title?
I feel like I think it's about doing unconventional things and going down the least conventional path and understanding like it's okay to be different. It's okay to do things that aren't um, expected of you,
Norm.
let's say.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
norm. So like I
yeah.
would say I've done like my path or my journey has been a little bit unconventional, both like personal life and business life, things like that. Like I really think it's important to be comfortable doing different things, whatever that may be, and just like staying true to what you want to do, no matter like like whoever is around you are saying. Just being like, well, I'm doing it because I feel passionate about it. I'm doing it because it's something that I want to do. Yeah,
You know what? Like that's great. Actually, I love that actually, and because even with me as well, personally, I'm like that. I do things because I want to do it. I don't really care what everyone else thinks of it or says about it.
yeah,
I'm gonna do things because I want to do it. And even as my kids, as they're little right now, I've got three little girls. I always tell my kids, listen, I don't care what you do as long as you did it because you wanted to do it, right?
absolutely.
Even if
Yeah.
it's wrong, yeah, we'll come home and we'll talk about why you shouldn't have done that because it's wrong.
Mm,
However, I don't ever want to hear I did it because my friend did it or because that person is doing it
yeah.
or because someone else is doing it. No,
Yeah.
that's not. Do things because you want to do it, and that's how I'm
Absolutely.
kids. Yeah,
But you can see that in your life. Like as you said, you've got three little girls. You're expecting another. You've got your businesses. Like there's lots of people who say you can't do this because you're a wife and you're a mother, or you shouldn't do this
exactly.
because, or you
Yeah,
shouldn't say things like that, or you shouldn't dress that way, or
that's
whatever the
right.
case may be. And I'm just like, well, I'm going to do it anyway. you know?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Really. So if you had a superpower, what if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Oh, I would like to create a body double. I'd like double to like duplicate myself so I could have two of me. So I could be in two
Oh,
places at one
I've
time
never really
working.
thought of that, but that would be such a sick superpower. What imagine being able to
Absolutely.
do both at once? That's actually sick.
Yeah. So yeah, so like I don't know, I need to be here working and I need to be here with my kids. There's two of I can just split and get it done
Of
at the
course,
same time
of
and
course,
then come
of course.
back. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay, perfect. I mean, that's a cool superpower to have. So another one is if you could pick up a childhood hobby, what would it be?
Well, I actually just started playing the drums,
Okay.
learning the drums. So I think it's important to have childhood
Mm-hmm.
to achieve your childhood dreams. And so
Of
for me,
course.
like when I was younger, I did violin. Like no one, I saw other instruments like the drums and thought like I would love to, but just never had the opportunity. Where you think, oh, a certain type of person plays the drums, but then at the end of last year, I was actually like, I really want to. tap into that kind of creative side of me. So I thought, why not? Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Okay, so what's your guilty pleasure? Are you like a TV show person or a movie person
I
or
don't
none?
really watch
Mhm,
TV. Like,
mhm.
it's not something that I would do on a weekly basis, maybe on a monthly
Yeah.
basis. A guilty pleasure, I will always do like my beauty treatments. So massage, facial, mani pedi. Like,
Okay.
I will
All of
have
that.
that
Like,
every. That is what I'm committed to. Whether it's like I try and do a weekly massage. I'll do my
mhm,
monthly
mhm.
facial, mani pedi every 2 to 3 weeks. Like, for me, no matter what, those are happening. So that's
That's
my
good.
guilty pleasure, is that type of self-care type of
I
thing.
mean,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. Like, I'm always here for self care, anytime, any day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The final question is, what piece of advice would you give your younger self?
Oh, you are capable.
Of course.
Absolutely. I think, especially as girls and young women, and even now, like, I'm mid-30s. Can't believe I'm saying that. But
You know
there, there's
what? Like,
there's
I
a
know how you feel because sorry, because even I'm 32 now, and it's like I remember myself being 10 and 15. Like, how did I get
but
to
this is
this?
it.
How did we get here?
How did we get here where we were big women with whole
I know,
husbands and whole kids and whole
I know, kids.
responsibilities? It's like,
I
what?
know
When did that happen? Yeah.
exactly.
I think believing that you're capable and believing that you've got it within you to go out and achieve. I think as women, we naturally like second guess ourselves. We have like imposter syndrome. We talk
Right.
ourselves out of doing things, and it's a case of like, you are capable. If you don't know how to do it, you do have the ability to learn, you do have the
Yeah,
ability to evolve. So, believe in yourself and believe that you're capable of achieving of what you want to achieve.
that's a great advice, and that's also something that I'll be saying to my younger self as well. Because when I was younger, I was so shy, like very like reserved. I never used to talk because I just felt like I couldn't even articulate my words properly. I didn't really get involved in things because I just felt like I was terrible. And
Mm,
it's just like, when you have a lot of self-doubt, and it's just taking,
mhm,
going from that child who, like had a lot of self-doubt, a lot of like very low self-esteem and all of that, to now being this, woman that's like, I know what I want, and I know I'm capable of doing whatever it is I set my mind to.
mm,
So that is like a great.
absolutely.
So yeah, that's everything that we have. I don't know if
Oh,
you've got anything
amazing.
you want to discuss about, but I think that's all I've got for you today.
No,
Right? Thank
I just want to highlight you and what you're doing. So, you're such a beacon of inspiration for
you.
female property developers. So I'm in awe of what you're doing, the businesses that you're creating, just being
Thank
visible online, being consistent in your content creation. So I just wanted to give props to you.
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. But yeah, thank you so, so much, Kelly, for joining us today. It's been such an inspiring opportunity to just hear your story and learn from you, and share your story on our platform as well. And it's been a pleasure speaking to you. I've enjoyed our chat, and I wish you all the best in everything that you do. And I definitely will be reaching out to you when it comes to like property investment, and probably doing a deal together, or some sort of investment
Yeah,
in. I will be reaching out to you in due time. But thank you so much for sharing your journey. Thank you for everything. Appreciate it. And I wish you all the best in all your deals going forward.
thank you so much, Cynthia, and likewise, wishing you the absolute best for the rest of
Thank you.
2024.
Thank you so much. All right. Been lovely talking to you. Take care, Kelly. Speak to you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye
Take
bye.
care. Bye bye.